Whew. I have missed this. Fellas, as excited as I am to get back into this, there is a certain something looming over this playthrough, to say the least. 56, huh? I mean, we're getting there, and this is where I take issue. Because, God, this feels fucking crazy to say. This is the first Xenoblade stream that we've done since the Direct where they announced that they're remaking Xenoblade 1. So great! And I'm dying! So, I've stated this already in a few other streams, but in case you're more of a Xenoblade head than a Breath of the Wild head, watching... Oh, we're just getting right into the nonsense then, huh? Then I said that what I wanted to do, what I had been considering, is that of what that remake's release date is going to be. Because if it's like late 2020, then I can probably just finish this playthrough before that even comes out, like with plenty of time to spare. So I think going off of that assumption, like I'm not even... I think that's just what I would prefer to do. Because otherwise, I don't think it's worth throwing this playthrough as far as we've come. It's almost been like a year of this. To just start it all over for something that's like, what? Coming in like still like a year-ish? Because like, if you think back to the 2018... Oh, we're still going with this? If you think back to the 2018 Nintendo Direct, like, they announced Luigi's Mansion 3 like a full year ago, and that's still not out, so... I don't know, Xenoblade always seems to me, comes off as like a towards the end of the year kind of game, you know? I don't know if I would necessarily say like a holiday season game, because it's not particularly family friendly, at least with 2. But that is where it seems to fall, isn't it? Is this not the same path that I've been repeatedly following? Oh, no, but yeah, that's... Okay, I'm beginning to piece together what we were doing again. That's right, okay. Boy, we're doing this, huh? Still bothering streaming this game? Well, it's more of a sunk cost, if anything, I suppose. I mean, if memory serves correctly, like... I want to say we're like between 60 and 70% of the way through the game right now. I don't know if there's anybody who's like a little more educated on, you know, the beat by beat of this game. Like, even though I've played through it all before, I don't have like the best memory of like, oh yeah, and then this event follows this event, and then, you know, as far as like the minutia of it goes. But if you guys have any like more of a grip on the progress that we've made than I do, then I'd be very happy to know. But the last time I checked, like, Prison Island is not exactly, but near-ish the 50% mark. And think about how long ago Prison Island was, so, you know, we've come quite a ways since then. Again, I don't even think that the biggest problem is that there's that many streams of this left to do. It's just, as always, that I seem to be doing them so infrequently. And that's really what's stretching it out. Because if you think... God, remember Okami? Boy, this is getting real framey. But, like, we've proven that we can accomplish things like this. So, it's just a matter of buckling down and committing. I kidded about it before, but at this point I would actually just pull a 3 houses during October, and every other night you just set up the stream to do 6 hours of just Xenoblade. I mean, I've kind of got a lot already lined up for October, but I don't know. Speaking of, Fire Emblem hasn't gotten very much time either, and I've still got 2 houses of that to do. And I'm not feeling too good about it. Or maybe 3 of this and 3 of 3 houses, because that game is still looming over you too. I don't... See, this is the thing, is that... That's what I was getting at a little bit earlier during Anodyne. Is that there's a lot of great games coming out this September. I still don't know about Link's Awakening. But I definitely want to do Sayonara Wild Hearts, Wild Goose Game, and Ori and the Blind Forest. I don't have, you know, a super big understanding of how long those playthroughs are going to be, but I do already have like a pretty fucking dense lineup of games, and I can't see how adding more is gonna particularly help with that. But we'll see. Game October Part 2. I mean, that is not what it's called, but we could. I was about to say, oh, that sounds stupid. Oh, I don't want to leave these items. I want to. There we go, manage items. Oh boy, we gotta do more of this. I was about to say, oh, that sounds stupid. What do you gotta call it? Xenoblade? But then, oh wait, game over. It's a thing that I already did. I don't know what to drop here, because it feels like all the things that I'm already holding on to are so nice, but... I mean, I guess if you're sorting it by this... Like, geez, I don't know. Just discard it. I see there's a layer of resource management going on here. But this is still a part that's all going over my head. There's definitely things about Xenoblade that I've learned here and there over the course of the playthrough. It's like, wait, what? Wait, that's how that works? Wait, you can do that? But in terms of this, I have zero handle on it, on how any of this stuff works. But I am assuming that if I had to choose to throw something away, that throwing away the 2s are better than throwing away the 3s. So I'll clear up one more page and then we'll move on and we'll see how that works. I'm genuinely curious if Nintendo has anything else planned for a holiday release besides Pokemon. I feel like if they did, they would have announced it by now, don't you think, Kaijin Mufu? Especially with this September Direct. I mean, hey, I would get Klonoa Encore for holiday season. But that is kind of a good point. Because September is very, very dense, but I don't know so much about the months following that, if those seem as dense, you know? But hey, Luigi's Mansion, I'm happy, you know? Because it feels like an October release, but that playthrough is gonna be, let's say for the majority, occupying November. Unless I try to go crazy and do it all in a one-off, who knows? I don't know, I mean, there's certain upcoming things that are... See, I think everybody loves Untitled Goose Game and Ori, but I've tried to talk to friends about Sayonara Wild Hearts, and nobody seems as interested in it as I am. So I'm very curious, like, oh, well... This seems to be kind of a thing that only I'm interested in. I wonder if there are people out there who maybe have other games that are coming out later than September that they're looking forward to that maybe are a little bit underrepresented, if there's anything on your guys' radars. They figure that if Pokemon is the only holiday game that people will buy it, even with the National Dex controversy, I don't think it's that, like, manipulative, but sure, I don't know. It certainly hasn't worked on me, I'll tell you that much. I get the feeling I am not going where I'm supposed to, and yet it looks like there's a ramp that leads into the water, so who fucking knows? Wow, okay, I guess I could just go here. Sure. Sure! I guess this works. Genuinely didn't expect that to work. Genuinely thought I was going out of bounds. But you know what? I had some moments exploring in Xenoblade 2 that felt like that as well, where I just feel like very exasperated and I'm like, God, where do I even begin to go? And I just wander out into this like empty, out of bounds looking ass area, and you know, wouldn't you know, I find myself in a place where I'm supposed to be. You know, that arrow number is going up and up. I'm actually using your first stream to gauge if I buy Sayonara Wild Hearts. Well, on the same day Sayonara Wild Hearts comes out, if you have an Apple device, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but there's a 30-day free trial for that, and Sayonara Wild Hearts is a launch title, so if you guys feel like at all unsure. I can't say that it's a good game because I haven't played it, but everything that I've seen of it so far looks phenomenal. So I don't know, we'll see. But I think the entry to at least trying Sayonara Wild Hearts is pretty low. I plan to get it on Switch though, not Apple Arcade. I think the big post-September game for me that people aren't talking about much is Killer Queen Black. What's that one about? I feel like there's definitely a lot that like, okay, I've heard of it, but maybe it's just kind of gone over my head, like I kind of glazed over during a direct, I don't know. But I'm sure there's a lot out there. There always is on the eShop these days. Do I just go back into the water? I genuinely don't know. This feels like a very unnatural way to explore, but I guess I'll go this way. Yeah, though, a lot of new stuff right around the corner, that's for sure. See, that's the thing, is that, like, okay, I was dog-sitting this weekend, but I think for this week at least, streams should become a little more frequent, so I want to get as much in as I possibly can. Like, even though I put on Twitch, like, oh, Xenoblade if there's time, like, it doesn't matter if there's time, you know, I want to focus on the series that I'm currently doing just a little bit more, before the new stuff comes along and takes its place. I'm sorry, why is this happening? Why is the water punching me?
Sorry.
I mean, the arrow was getting lower. See, I can't tell if I was, like, being attacked by an enemy or... Ooh, okay. We get sent all the way back here. Good to know, so I don't do that again. See, that's the tricky part, because that time I legitimately went out of bounds, but if it worked the first time, like, what's the indication? I mean, taking damage, obviously, but just in terms of world design, that feels a little bit clunky, even though I praise the exploration in Xenoblade games as much as I do. Oh, is this still locked? Let me breathe in the ether. Let me start sucking in the gas. See, I don't know. I get the feeling, though, that Ori is going to be like Hollow Knight length. I don't know if it is, but that's the vibe that I get. So frankly, I don't even know if I want any new releases in October. I'm fine if literally nothing comes out that interests me, because I've got a lot to sink my teeth into for the next little while, that's for damn sure. Oh god, please tell me. The ramp. The ramp, Shulk. I gotta swim around the whole thing because there's only a ramp on the opposite side. And you can't jump from this to that. Unless you can? Hold on. And also, what's this exclamation mark? Oh, it's a person. Xenoblade is one of my favorite video games of all time because the exploration is enthralling, and the story is truly on another level. Can I not? Thank you. Sounds like you've got a problem. Well, I don't know how to help you. I can't lend you mine, buddy. So is this guy like... Help him collect materials that will turn him into a Homs. Why aren't we using this technology on Fiora? Are you kidding me? Shulk just walks up to Fiora. He's like, sorry, there's nothing we can do. And then this fucking stranger... Wait, have I already done this? Okay, sure. Well, I did the first half of that, so... Do I have those? I don't know what a Kukukoro... Poisonous corals? Okay, I think? Okay, you can get back on top of here. I just need to make sure not to fall off the goddamn pipe. Okay, we're good. Killer Queen Black is an enhanced port of a recent arcade game that I play a lot at conventions. It's kind of hard to describe it. If I were to compare it to anything, it's similar to Joust a little bit. Great, what's Joust? It's a multiplayer team-based game where you play as Bumblebears. Well, that already is a great name for a creature, so you've slightly piqued my interest. Oh right, isn't the door like placed wrong on the map? Yeah, it's like further to the left than it is on the map. Like I'm walking on a void right now. Cool. Alright, let's try to figure out where we were headed before. So we gotta turn this way. We gotta go to the digit. What, wasn't Digit the name of a character on Cyber Chase? I don't know who they were, but I remember vividly a Digit. Uh-oh, Cyber Dogs. Guys, I was gonna make like a Keaton joke, but I just remember that somebody in chat already did during Sonic 06, so I just have no rights. Oh, hi, doggy. At least I don't gotta worry about using my arts to waste it on an enchant with this dude. Like I can actually use them on a big smack. Even though the thing I just used was still like Mechon specific, like, it gives me an extra art to use when the rest are grayed out, so. 2 of these to rebuild Colony 6. Have we still not been to Colony 6? I don't think that we have. I mean, I think it's a bit too late now. Oh, hi fucking pterodactyl. And see, that's the thing, is that I remember bringing up Colony 6 earlier, like, oh, we better do this before we get off the Bionis. I don't know though, maybe in the super late game you can do it, but I wouldn't know. I forget. Because I didn't know it existed, you know, I never bothered to try. That is not, that's Land Shulk. Never mind, he's fine. You keep saying, remind me next stream. Cyber Chase is still going. It's what? Digit was the Gilbert Gottfried parrot? Oh, hell yeah! Did you know that Cyber Chase is still going? I clearly did not. I know that Arthur is still going and they've fucking ruined it with flash animation. Imagine being the kind of loser that... Guys, I tried to call Adobe about my Creative Cloud plan today, because I've checked on the website numerous times, and they sell Photoshop as a standalone subscription, but right now I pay for the whole Creative Cloud bundle, because I don't think you can get Flash standalone in the same way. I think you can only get Photoshop, Lightroom, and I think maybe Illustrator or InDesign or some other thing that I don't use. They only offer those 3 as standalones, and then Flash you can only get as a part of Creative Cloud. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but I'm wondering if I can like call about that, because I'm not, you know, if I can go from paying for all software to 2 software, I would like to do that. So I just wanted to explore my options. But no, I tried calling Adobe today, and the wait time was a fucking hour. And I had shit to do, so I kind of just gave up. But I've got to find some time to do that, and at least see if it's an option, because billing time approacheth, and I'm getting a little anxious. God, that show is ancient. It uses Flash animation, but Arthur said gay rights, so it's equals. Oh, well, I guess so. Fair point. Cyber Chase is Flash now too, I think. I mean, I get it. It's cheaper, and it's... I can't imagine PBS is, experiencing very much excess funding, you know, but... It's still sad. As a big traditional animation head. Wait a second, does this just loop back around to that beach that I was spending all of the last stream on? I think so. Because there's this hill, and then right over the hill there should be a shore and a bunch of Mechon, right? What do you know? Well, actually, I don't know, because I'm seeing the Mechon, but not so much the beach. I think what I've actually done is climb atop these big walled structures. See, that's the beach over there. You can see all the treasure chests in the distance. So that bridge would connect to that beach. So I think instead of following the water, I should find more bridges that connect these structures. For the time being, though, I don't think I have much of a choice but to do some Mechon fights, because otherwise I'm about to get very, very underleveled. What's the program that everybody uses on iPad? I think it's called Procreate. But unfortunately, I don't think chat is about to convince me to switch away from the Adobe Suite, because I kind of need it. In droves! That's the worst shape they can come in. Anyways, this slaps. Okay, I got it enchant. There we go. Okay. I'm getting the hang of it. Oh, but these guys got the green. They got the slime. They got the ether. They got the no-no juice. God, I don't even have the party gauge filled. But isn't it going to teleport us all the way back to the hub? I don't want to go back to Junks. I don't want to go back. No. Wait a second. Maybe there's like a fast travel shortcut? I don't know. I'll check for that next time. But if I have to walk back from there every time, I don't know if that's particularly ideal. Which is weird, because when we spent all of last stream dying on that beach again and again, right? Like, it didn't bring us all the way back to the city. We were at least outside of it, right? Anyways, I'm dead now. So, first time not the charm, but we'll see. Oh no, wait, okay, so where are we now? Oh, okay, so this is actually great, I think. Wait. Oh, I think it like brought it to the other side of the beach. But yeah, same bridge. Same hat. Eh? Oh, hello. Hello, offensive security unit. Didn't see you there. Okay, never mind. See, at least now we can bang our heads against a wall for the entirety of the stream without having so much in between walking, which is frankly kind of a solid chunk of what the last stream was. Like, not even like that many battle attempts, just a lot of walking, because the checkpoint was so far back. No, not shield. I mean, shield is helpful, but I think I'd prefer enchant, you know? Because shield doesn't really move us forward, does it? Hey, but these arts are putting a solid dent in this dude, so I don't know. For now, I'm making do. I just gotta help out Charlotte before it's too late. That's the problem, is that she dropped like first thing in that last battle. Not a good idea. Delailed. Oh no, I've been delailed. This isn't going well. God, things like this really do make me curious to at least like learn more things about the remake. Cause okay, the visuals are gonna be different. They're bringing back the Bionis shoulder. However, I'm just like most curious, honestly, about like how things like performance will pan out. Cause I'd like to think that like, oh, this was on a more powerful console, I should be able to run this fine, but they're gonna be redoing the graphics, so I think that's where all the overhead is going. And also, Xenoblade 2 was not particularly good with frame rates. And interestingly enough, with Torna, because Torna is actually a separate game, they like iterated on the Xenoblade 2 engine and made changes to the rendering to make Torna look nicer than 2, but they never like retroactively applied those changes. So maybe like the Xenoblade 1 remake will be like an additional revision on top of 2's core. So maybe we'll see some efficiency improvements, but you know, you really gotta wait and see with that sort of thing.
Don't let a single one escape.
Again, like, whatever it ends up being, it has no bearing on me stopping this playthrough, but Things like that I definitely want to know. Because here in the Wii version, it is super noticeable. It's kind of always been there, but there have been a lot of moments in the past few streams specifically, like as we're getting later into the game, that it's getting like almost like constant, you know, like every single battle you walk into, you know, it's chugging, which is not ideal. Using Adobe products is fiscal self-harm. That's a very good way of putting it. You're not even wrong. Oh no, they canceled my... Oh. They canceled my big boy art. This is unforgivable. For this you will pay. I'm sorry, Fiora who? My problem is all about taking away my arts. See ya.
Oh, I wasn't really looking.
God, Ryan is so good.
That's not fair.
They are never going to get cheaper. The sooner the Switch, the better. I know, it fucking sucks. I'm getting Disneyed. But I don't know what else to do, because it's a service that I, like, genuinely need. Like, it's useful. Also, I just walked into a fucking nightmare. This right here is a nightmare. But I guess my party gauge is a little bit fuller and I can use this right off the bat, so... And they're kind of lower leveled, but I cannot see this going well. Plus, Procreate on iPad means you get the Apple ecosystem. Bitch, I don't have an iPad! Because I spent an iPad's worth of money on Adobe!
We can definitely do this! Monado! Now it's right time! Come on! We can do it! Bring it on!
I mean, as far as this dude goes, we're making good progress, but I'm more worried about this tall boy, who is apparently also level 54?
I'm feeling it! Shadowline! Yeah! This will leave a mark!
An iPad and Procreate would probably cost less than the yearly Adobe sub and last longer than a year. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, an iPad is still like $1,000, right? For the Pro. See, this is the thing, is that like at the keynote, it's like, oh wow, introducing the brand new iPad, but it's just like, they're still using the specs from 2014, because it's like, you know, the budget model, which is fine for like schools and whatever. But if I'm gonna like jump on an iPad, I'm not about to get the fucking Apple Pencil 1, like a peasant. I need those gestures, baby. Yeah, here it comes, here it comes. See, but if I can like distract for long enough and just get this dude down, I say maybe we got a shot. And hey, the party gauge is looking pretty meaty, so there's a chance, but there's always a chance, but frankly, whenever I say that, it rarely works out, you know? Like, once death starts getting involved, bouncing back becomes very unlikely, but that's just what I've come to learn.
Come on, we can do it.
Depends on the iPad you get, you don't have to get the newest. But see, that's the thing, is that the new iPad Pro with its USB-C and finally shrinking the bezels and the Apple Pencil 2 and ProMotion, like they've added a lot of really good stuff to iPad. God, and lest we forget, Sidecar. So they definitely added like the feature set that makes me want to jump aboard, but to not get the Pro is just silly, I think. Because it's not gonna last as long, which means I'm just gonna buy a new one sooner, so in the long term... Yo, Ice Kiwi? Why did daytime like immediately hit? Listen, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going. I can't keep getting distracted like this.
We can definitely do this.
No way!
Being an apple cuck doesn't make you not a peasant. Well, I'm a peasant because I'm an apple cuck.
How good a win! Now it's right time.
Hey, you guys remember when they brought Oprah on stage in March and they spent 2 hours talking about services? About a fucking credit card
Easy on us.
and then a streaming service, but without actually talking about what the shows were? Well, they did, but they didn't show trailers. They had the actors come up and then talk about the shows that they're in. But I'd say that's just as bad. Still no news on Truth Be Told, by the way, which is like the biggest thing that I'm interested in right now. See, I don't want to get spotted. I want to go around all this. I want to forget this noise. See, but how am I going to get up here? How am I going to get into the water? Maybe I can go around. But I feel like this is like where I came from or something. If you're interested in the iPad anyways, it seems like it went... Well, I'm interested in the Pro, because it fixes, like, the most recent Pro, because it fixes all the things that have been holding me back on getting an iPad, aside from being poor. So if there is one that I would get, it's the Pro, but otherwise it's like a non-starter for me. But how am I gonna get there otherwise? I mean, I can check the map and see like what I've uncovered so far, but... Ooh. I wonder if I can just like jump from here to there or something. Or if I can just walk to digit 1 and then turn around, but I'm pretty sure this is just a dead end. This is tricky to figure out. I think if I go all the way over here, then I can ride this and then I'm on that finger. But the compass makes it a little bit confusing because you kind of have to take a detour to get to where you want to go. So I might have actually been on the right track. Who knows? See, because it looks like there might be a ramp there, but I'm not super sure. Because this map is like 12p. Guys, speaking of streaming services, NBC announced their plans, and it fucking begins, you know? It's called Peacock, and it's gonna have like 4 shows. Nah, I gotta go for the bees, you know what they say.
Let's go!
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Let me at him.
See, it's like right around the corner. If I can just manage that.
This is the Monado's power.
Like, we've been trying to get to like this next location since I'm pretty sure last stream. So the sooner we knock this out. Because half the trouble was finding a way up onto these like raised platforms onto the fingers themselves. But now that I've like at least managed that, I'm hoping it's like a bit more of a straight shot. You know, enemies aside. Yeah, I can't see how not fighting this. Oh! Would be a better idea than fighting it, you know? I just get the feeling that I'm gonna need this experience for whatever's coming. Because I'm a little higher level than these dudes, but like, these guys are in a group, so I think a little more is expected of me, you know?
Still fight? My rifle's getting hotter.
Okay, so I'm on this dude right now? Okay. Is there a fucking pterodactyl involved? There is a pterodactyl involved. Because of course there is. Oh, there goes Ryan. Speaking of it begins, yeesh. Now's no time to eat. Ryan's got a good point. I just didn't see it that way, of course. If this kicks me back, I'm gonna be so very angry. Caillou was very upset. Peacock, more like, you know. You know, I am glad that they had the commitment, the determination, the peacock, if you will, to name their service Peacock, you know? I guess guard shift, I don't know. Oh, the party gauge is depleted. That's why Charlotte wasn't getting up. Alright. See, I feel like I was... Like, I didn't need the pterodactyl on top of all that, you know? And honestly... Oh, I didn't move! Come on. You don't think that's a little bit much? At least let me move from the checkpoint before I get detected.
We can definitely do this.
Also, I should have waited to use enchant. Whoopsie. Oh, and then oh, the whole gang's here. Great.
Right, you're a lifesaver.
See, that's another one more thing that I'm curious about is that how the remake will affect the difficulty and on top of the difficulty and if they're going to tweak the combat system at all. Because see, that's the thing is that if those changes are there, it would make it more tempting to stop this playthrough, but I'm just too far gone. I think even if it is like an inherently better experience, you know, I'm playing this now, and I can't really play that now, so.
Let's focus our efforts. Not a problem. Come on, we can do it. Powering up.
Come on.
I don't know. It just feels like there are certain areas in this game where it feels like maybe that they didn't have the time to put as much care into certain areas, and this always has felt like one of those to me. Like just a little too barren. Like I remember the location for what happens in the story, but I don't know if there were like any ever cool discoveries that I made here. Because frankly, this was just as much of a chore then as it is now.
Child's play. Right. Well, that was close. Leave it to Ryan. Thanks. Right kill. Yeah. Powering up.
No way.
Whew! That's the last one, right? Okay. At least you get the big chest. Guys, look, there's a treasure inside, and his name is Ryan. What a gift. Okay, so... Do I look like... Okay, lead with enchant. That's what I gotta do more often. I keep doing the buster. It's not a good look. See, I'm trying to get behind this guy, but it's a little rough. Okay, come on. This is like two dudes. Just two dudes and I'm getting some slowdown. For once, though, this doesn't involve blaming the capture card, so I suppose, on some level, I kind of welcome it. What do you mean shield bash? Oh, I thought shield bash was the thing that Ryan uses. No, he's about to receive it though.
My rifle's getting hotter.
This isn't going well. Now it's right.
Oh, I'm targeting the dude behind the dude. That's why the
Things are really heating up.
arts were crossed out because it was out of range. Whoops.
That's it. I think we can do it.
I mean, I'm a little inclined to just spam shit. Nah, but we're good, we're good. And this dude's just having a little nap. I'm tired. I'm about to be tired of this farming. Guys, can you believe that there once were streams in this series where we just like achieved shit? See, I'll use Buster.
Take a quick breather.
I think we need to take a break.
Yeah, because I wanted to save that next, you know, big art for the dude who's waiting at the other end of the bridge, but it was just going too slow and people were dying. If I move fast, though, I can still retain the party gauge, though, so it's not all bad.
Right, let's do this.
Don't let a single one escape.
Leave it to Ryan.
See, the good news though is that I'm just fighting this dude on my own now, which means we get to listen to this music, and hopefully, with no interruptions, we'll actually get to enjoy it. We'll see. God, imagine if we get a single full loop of this song anywhere in like the whole game. Do you think it'll happen? I'm not particularly confident, but that's just me. I really shouldn't use both breaks back to back, because if I space those out, then I have more opportunities for them to be vulnerable to Rhine. Because now that they've both expired, I gotta wait to get this back. God, this does slap though. It's good to be back music-wise, you know. No complaints there. Where is their back even? It's just a pile of metal. It's hard to assign a front to it when it falls over like that. Oh, I should have used enchant. Ah, this guy's almost finished. See, but this is the conclusion that I made the last time too. Man, we're getting a lot of topples in though. Hot damn.
What? Rhine? Don't worry about it. Cheers.
Woo! And hey, a little bit of a level up too. Don't mind if I do. I mean, we're getting some nicer armor and some nicer weapons. I don't think I've looked into that in a while. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right now because I'm kind of limping by. But if I do hit a bit of a harder wall, that could be worth entertaining because this is still Galahad Fortress, right? This gear. I mean, Rhine's stuff is from even longer before that, but sometimes there are certain compromises that cannot be made. You must understand this. Okay, so this is the same corner, so it's not even that far to walk to. The problem is the distractions along the way. You know, maybe I'm gonna regret saying this, but I almost kind of miss just a moment ago where we were just kind of wandering around not knowing where we were going. Because sure, I still felt bad about wasting time, even though it was, at the end of the day, it turned out to be productive. Like, that felt like I was just getting somewhere more than I am now with this combat stuff. Now I'll just walk around, why not? I don't see why not, yeah. Yeah! Yeah, why not? Oh god, there's so much here. This is so much. I feel like... Is this the type of dude that summons... Okay, well I guess we're about to find out. Okay, everybody focus on that. Use enchant, okay. I just don't want to summon in a whole other gang of enemies right here, because if these guys are watching, I just don't want to wrap them up in this before it's, you know, a smart thing to do. Yep, system alert. They're the ones that do it. Great. But you know, what other choice do you have? Because either you do it now, either it's a choice that you make, or it just sneaks up on you when you don't want it to happen, so... If you've got to pick, right?
This is the Monado's power! Keep up the pressure! Behold the power of the Monado! Alright!
God, the drops do not make this help. It does not help make this feel any less tedious.
Great attack! Leave it to Rhine!
Because, you know, I think there's a certain amount of combat per area that's like, okay, cool, you know, shakes up the gameplay, but, you know, we're continuing to move forward. We're getting through every battle, you know, just one at a time. And I know this is constantly my fault, but it sucks when it's this stuff that feels, you know, It's like you're playing a Mario game, and it's like, oh cool, coins! This is a fun thing to do along the way. But then the coins fucking kill you, and then you can't move forward. And it's like, well, it's my fault. Guys, does this mean that the Xenoblade universe has bees? Because as far as I understand, they have like...
Okay, let's get going.
Who else wants some?
like bee-adjacent creatures probably, but I'm pretty sure they don't got bees. Oh boy, here goes. These guys are the worst! And they both notice you at the same time, so they want you to do this as a pair.
Focus our efforts.
Gotcha.
No problem.
Okay, chain attack time.
Not chain attack time, Charlotte. That's very irresponsible. Speaking of irresponsible, Ryan, please.
Bring it on. I owe you.
And if there's anything we don't need taken away from us, it's healing, please. Come on, this is the baby dude and we hardly made a dent. Now's not the time.
Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it. We can definitely do this. Ronaldo.
What do you mean resist? What is this nonsense? Miss!
We need to, Shaw.
I can't believe you've done this.
Easy there, Ryan. Hang in there. Don't give up. I'm powering.
At this point, I honestly don't think it's your fault. I'm sure being more familiar with the mechanics would make it a lot easier, but it still seems generally tedious as hell anyways. See, that's what I've been getting at as far as like defending this, is that, okay, I think it's novel and enjoyable to a point, but I'm kind of just at the point where I'm like, okay, I've seen enough, let's move on to the next story beat. But I think distance-wise, we're still a little whiles away. And that's the worst part too, is that what lies at the end of this particular leg of the journey, I think we're just like on a fetch quest right now, right?
This is the Monado's power.
Getting hotter.
Like we're just getting Fiora some fucking groceries?
Be okay now.
Or Fiora's already on our team, and I've chosen not to use her, which sounds like something I would do. And if it is, I'm not changing my mind.
This isn't going well.
Come on, Shulky. Shulky boy.
Bring it on.
Ooh,
Not doing too well.
the goop. The icky paint-like goop.
How good are we?
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Split edge.
Because it'll fucking dissolve the toads.
Definitely do this. This is the Monado's power.
You can do better than
Guys, is there a video of like,
This isn't going well.
you guys know how sometimes there's videos that go around that are like someone exposing like a toy or like maybe chocolate to extreme heat, and it's like a time lapse of that object melting. What if Toad melted like that? What do you think would happen then? If that's what happened when he touched the icky paint like goop. Haha, asking for a friend. Fiora's a heal tank, so she'd probably replace Rhine? Oh, interesting. Ooh. And that's what makes you forget about it, is that as soon as you're like, yeah, fuck this battle, I hate this sucks. And then you just finish it, and you look up and you're like, wow. Oh, checkpoint 2 though, that's a miracle. See, though, based on where the compass is pointing, I don't think we have very many more, like, environmental hurdles in front of us. I think it's just a matter of getting from A to B now, you know? I mean, I assume it's at the end of this digit, right? I think if I hit minus again, it might show me where the flag is. Or it won't. Oh, it might be on, like, the other floor, though. Yeah, there it is. Radio Carpe, what's... Ah, okay. So we've got some ascension to do, it looks like, too. What was that one thing that we were looking for a moment ago? It was like something that we're after to help the dude become a Homs. And surprisingly enough, we're already like a solid chunk through that. And I know I'm always dunking on side quests, but when they get us XP, it's hard to decline, you know? So if it happens to be something that I incidentally do along the way, I'm a little more inclined to want to pick up those blue glowies. Lest they be something that I'm actually interested in. Such as this sour turnip. I think I'm feeling like a bit of a sour turnip right now.
Ah!
God, I never really... Ether Penguin! Yo, Pingu be like... But yeah, as much as I gush about this soundtrack, I really never took the time to actually listen to the Fallen Arm music very much. And now that I'm taking this, you know, moment to just climb this ladder, and I'm kind of left with nothing to do but listen to it, it's actually really nice. I know ITS is really big on acoustics in games. But yeah, frustrations aside, music in a vacuum? Hey, pretty nice. God, I hope I'm going the right way though and that I'm not like climbing too far. Like he must have already come up, yeah, quite a huge, whoa! Now that's a view. I don't know what that exclamation mark is, but that is a view. See, now you get to like understand a bit more of like the macro structure of this area, because now you see. You know, to have it described on a map is one thing, but like, look, there's the palm, there's the wrist, and we're like climbing up the finger right now, and that's a pretty cool. It's a shame the combat fucking sucks though. I might actually be doing too much climbing after all. Looking at the compass, it's kind of pointing downwards now. Star cute. Star cute? See, maybe it's just me, but I'm pretty sure you don't put adjective after noun. Like, I could accept cute star. I'd give that one a pass, but star cute? Unless star is the adjective and cute is the noun. Like maybe it's like a star-shaped cute. There it is again, star cute. Star cute sounds like the name of like a magical girl anime, you know? Like the kind of thing you would see aesthetic gifs on Tumblr. You know, Monolith Soft, usually when there's a ladder in something, you put something at the top of it. Okay, there we go. I was about to say that was feeling like a little long. Okay, so is this where we need to be though, or is this... Yeah, it's pointing downwards, I don't know. Okay, but there's definitely something at the top of this, right? Like, it's not a story thing, but I'm kind of curious to see what this is anyways, right? I don't know, actually. This might just lead to the next area. I might have to come back. Well, I'll climb this until I get a checkpoint, and then I can turn around. That way I won't have to, like, do that enormous climb again. Because, I was saying earlier that, like, boy oh boy, we're pretty high up, but, like, now... We're, like, on the Mechonis's goddamn shin. Which I guess, since we're climbing to the top, is, you know, apt. But yeah, the scale of this is really setting in now. Though, given all the work that we put in to get to that flag, it's a little disheartening to see that number start going up again instead of down. But sometimes, you just need one of those little obelisk symbols. Is that what you would call it? One of those plug shapes. How do you even get that far away? Oh, no. Oh, this is an ideal little... Oh, wait a second. Oh! Oh, okay, so this isn't even mandatory. But I just got a reward for it, so I'll take it. Hell yeah. Honestly, that's best outcome. I'm not interested in throwing hands with the pterodactyl, are you? Don't answer that, I know you are. Chad is a very vengeful spirit. You know, getting down sounds a lot easier than it is when you think about it while you're climbing up. But then you do this, and then you think, uh-oh. Because it's such a long way down. If there's anything that this game does do right with its environment design, it's definitely like the scale of everything. I don't know, like that's always something to me that like so few things still like don't get right very often, but man, Xenoblade knows a thing or two about scale. See, you can only strafe when falling, so I'm gonna fucking die now.
Sorry.
But it's okay, because we can go to Pterodactyl Land. Is there like anything else up here? Like there's like things on the map, but... Oh, there's a heart-to-heart, I guess. Hey, remember the time we beat up a wicked Stalos? I don't remember that because it didn't happen, Shulk. Okay, take two, let's try that one again. Boy, that's a lot of ladders, huh? So which one has the path that leads... Oh boy. So it turns out that we actually had to climb very... It's like around the finger? Whoa. It's like on the knuckle. Knock knock, I guess. Okay. See, that's the trick, is that you have to take that strafing in mind when you do go midair. Oh, Charlotte didn't have a very pleasant landing. But yeah, if I face this wall and then like jump to the side, like... If I do this, I should be good. And then I can like climb the wall. Okay, so if I'm not facing it, Shulk won't grab it. Darkfish. So... Honestly, I probably could have just grabbed the wall and then let go from there, but okay. You ain't oil oyster that one zone from Sonic 2? Oh boy, how much further down? I'm not facing the wall! Ooh, Shulky baby. Wait, what? You can walk on this? Okay. I mean, like, it's kind of near. I could make that. You think I can make that? I can make that. Nah, I can make that. Whew! I think that was like the exact same distance that I just barely survived. Okay. Now we're on a fucking roll, baby. There really is something like... Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. Something very... what's the word? Not intrinsically. What's the word that I'm... Fairly? Viscerally satisfying about seeing that number go down as you get closer to a location. But maybe that's just because getting to places like this are always associated with so much goddamn troubles. Oh, have a good night, Femi. Oh, it's good to see a cutscene.
And Mechonis.
Oh, it's so different, seeing them from this kind of perspective.
We cannot see it from here, but our people are still fighting up there.
Please let me see the goddamn war cutscenes. I'm begging you. It's been so long.
I wonder how the
I deserve it.
felt at the time. Must have been horrible.
Scary too.
Fear robs us of reason. Out of fear, we commit terrible atrocities and call them acts of self-preservation.
Fear gives rise to more fear. A never-ending circle of hatred.
Perhaps that circle can be broken.
Fear. It must be what's driving this. What's made Egil act this way.
Oh.
Laundry sauce! Yo, you know what was coming. Wait, story memo? Don't give me story memo, I don't know how to open these. Oh look, story memo. Okay. Igniritha can be reached by ascending Makana's field. The party must head towards Makana's field via Digit 2 plane on the fallen arm and the rotating bulkhead? Is that not what I... Oh no, this is this way. Okay, so it wasn't a fetch quest. We're just actually... Oh boy. This one's about to be the real climb. But if memory serves correctly, we're also about to meet... Maybe not about. But soon we're gonna meet a certain someone who is a really, really good character. But first we're gonna meet someone who's a really, really good environment, because, this location, as opposed to the stupid fallen arm, fucking slaps. I would turn this up, but once the battle starts, it's gonna destroy our eardrums. Oh, I've been looking forward to this so much! And the medals look shockingly good for a Wii game. There's like a bit of like reflectivity to it. It's good. I want to lick it. This is like legit one of the best tracks from Xenoblade, and it's
We're inside the Mechonis.
Just how I imagined it. It's all totally mechanical. It ain't gonna be easy getting up this thing.
Egil is at the top.
It's weird to see these like very fast-moving video gamey conveyor belts in the context of like a cutscene where they're just standing and talking. Woo! Oh, I missed these Xenoblade physics. This is good. Now we're making some fucking progress, baby. The retro. More Colony 6 stuff. I wonder actually if I do any of that, how much XP bringing all this shit back is gotta be worth. Because from what I've researched, there actually is like... In the same way that Colony 9 has a bunch of side quests to do in them that I refuse to do, it's kind of the same situation with Colony 6, like there's this whole other batch of stuff that's there. I don't think any of it is necessary. But it's good to know that it's there, you know. Honestly, what I might do off stream even is just like make a visit and just like talk to every single person, because I'm sure at some point there's some things that I've already like met the requirements for and I just gotta talk to somebody and then I get the reward. Just like, not in retrospect, but in hindsight, I don't know what the word would be.
I'm feeling it.
But it could be worth looking into, because I bet it's maybe a lot, I don't know. For like stuff where it's like you've got to collect materials to meet certain thresholds for certain things. I say we got a shot.
Pretty good.
Okay, let's get going.
Who else wants some?
Ooh, this fucking synth! See, I don't even mind getting stuck here, because this slaps so goddamn hard. Fuck! This is so good! I forget if this was Ace or Mitsuda, but god, they're both so good. I don't know. They both have their fair share of bangers, so I'll just nebulously give them that credit. Oh god, this... Look at this dude. Yep, saw that coming. But look at this, we're like on the same footing now, as opposed to being like under... Like, we're turning things around, level-wise. Ooh!
Grab my hand! You're alive.
Like, these guys just a moment ago used to be like so intimidating, and now we're like chewing right through them. I wish I could even like put a finger on what changed. Like, sure, luckily I've helped a little bit, but surely it can't be that alone, right? Or maybe it's just the fact that we're fighting this dude like on his own rather than like in a group.
Too easy.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Yeah, now we're getting even better armor than the Fallen Arm stuff. Holy shit, we're already near 58! What changed? Oh, because he found that secret area. See, we gotta find more of those. That's like the big...
We can definitely do this! This is the Monado's power! Just what I needed.
Ugh. See, it's always the packs that I have trouble with, you know? Let's all focus on this guy, too. I almost like said like the same thing like in unison with Shulk. God, can you imagine trying to commentate a Xenoblade stream but like only with the voice lines that Shulk and the gang use? Like, you can only say those things and when they say it. And the answer is that it would be impossible because the voice lines overlap themselves. I just think the idea of like a human trying to do that is really funny. Because I don't know, for some reason when you just play it and you're, you know, tens of hours in, you just get numb to it. But I think it's important to never forget the absurdity of the fucking voice acting during combat.
Just one left.
Eh? I thought that was the one. Who? I mean, I would ask you to show us the way, Ryan, but you're a little bit distracted, it seems. Oh, you know what? I probably should have snapped him out of that though, because I can do that if someone's dizzy on my team. Ooh?
Yeah, we got him good. Cool. Let's keep this up.
Sleek oil is sleek oil, you say? Now, I don't mean to be gay, but would you say, chat, that sleek oil is preferable to, what does he have equipped exactly? To mist oil? Because oil implies shirtless, and different prefix implies better. Colony top. Yeah, you know he is. I've definitely made that joke before. Sleek oil. I mean, I'm sorting... Well, no, I'm sorting by most recent. I mean, looking at physical defense and ether defense, it is better. So what are my stats currently? Wowee, that is an increase by like nearly a... I mean, yeah, nearly 100. Oh, don't mind if I... Does it change the... Like, what's going on with the art? No, that's the gauntlets. That's unrelated. What matters is that Ryan is shirtless and stronger than ever. Now I can move on, you know, with peace of mind. Oh, I need to close that. There we go. I think I did something. I turned the thingy off, but I don't think that matters if I'm just trying to get to the flag over here. God, I just love this environment and the music. Oh, it's legit. Like, I think if you ask a lot of people what their favorite area, or at least if they had to rank their favorites, the favorite areas in this game, like Makanis Field is like up on everybody's list. Like, that's just how it is. And I get the feeling Fallen Arm is falling off of everyone's lists. Uh-oh, we mutually toppled. Well, I gotta shake her edge still. Do I have time? Oh, just barely.
I'm feeling it.
I gotta remember doing Chant. Like, I said it aloud that I gotta be doing that instead of using Buster, but... There it is, there it is. That's what I like to see. Ooh. Can I... There we go, okay, nice. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for this guy now. Like, we're just like teaming up on him and like just kicking him while he's down.
Let's keep on going.
I won! Tough part L. Well, Shulk, I guess it's time to take the L. Yo, Zebra? I also really love all the different new enemy names that you get here for like the new classes. Oh, the red arrow tricked me. Do I want Zebra? I want Energy Shot. I don't know what you are. No, you're a Zebra. Okay. I want to take care of you first things first. And Enchant. I don't know why I like... I raised my hand off of the gamepad, off of the controller, to do like a very like semi-classic Sonic Fan-esque finger wag. I don't know why I'm doing gestures. There's no visual component to this. God, I do that all the fucking time though. Just like make gestures to try to, when I'm trying to explain something. But Griffin, it doesn't work. Got bad news for you. They can't see you. Is someone on the ropes? Why did the music change? Okay, did that again. Yeah, I don't see anybody dying. Our party gauge is still full. Everyone's like at full health. Charlotte was kind of on the ropes for a second, but I don't think the music actually changes unless someone gets fully knocked out. God. You know, I'm making jokes about the voice acting, but I really would not have it any other way, you know? Like, it's so special. There's just a charm to how shitty it is.
What's up, Shulk?
Look, it's a switch to activate a lift.
Maybe there's a switch.
If we can get it to work, it should take us up.
Ricky want to ride lift?
Oh yeah, Ricky's here too.
We can't. There's no power going to it.
When is there ever?
Boring.
Yeah, you said it, Ricky.
Well, if we could find the main power supply...
Okay, people, let's get looking.
Yeah. If we can connect the power to the switch, we should be able to use the lift.
Well, guys, remind me to check. You want to go to the top level of Mechonis Field. I do, but there's no power to the lift. Use the Master Power panel to get the lift working again. Use the GF Master Power panel to start the second lift. Why are you closed? Why, that's not so bad. I don't see that problem. Unless this thing starts rotating like goddamn Banjo-Kazooie.
I feel more powerful.
I'm glad somebody does, but... I see, that's the thing, is that you're gonna need to feel more powerful because, of course, there's gonna be an enemy ambush. Oh, wow, or just not for real. Wow, for real? Okay, that's a fun detour. Puzzle solving, everyone. Ah, there we go. So, lifts, huh? I think I might have gone the wrong way. Shouldn't there be a... Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Whoops. Now we're going. Eh? Oh, okay. It just auto-assigned then. And the structure is so nice too. I love the idea of coming back to like this central thing. And all these like curved walkways. I mean, it's a little bit like that mine segment earlier where you're kind of descending instead of ascending. But I think the palette here is a lot nicer to look at. Like it's a lot of golds and browns and grays. It's really pretty. Which, you know, going into it, you don't necessarily expect. Like in the Mechonis area, it's like, oh, it's gonna be so bland and boring, but like, man, you guys are gonna see some really interesting and very colorful imagery along the way. I mean, in my opinion, no, but you may beg to differ, Charlotte.
Let's stay focused. Who else wants some?
More oil. There's enough oil for the whole gang. Except Charlotte, sorry, we're out. Charlotte's just like, oh cool, can I have some too? And Shulk's just like dumping it. So sorry, we're all out.
Everyone, let's go!
I don't want anyone dying out
This is it, Luigi. Come on, give me the enchant.
We can definitely do this! Right!
We definitely can, you know. God, the fallen arm was such a slog, but all of a sudden I'm like finding myself enjoying the combat now. Like I was talking just a moment ago about finding that right balance between combat and exploration, and I think I'm kind of finding it, at least for now. Especially when the music is sounding like this, god damn!
Nice job!
Let's keep on going like this,
Well.
guys.
It's not sounding like that anymore. Instead, it's just sounding like kick-ass synths. What's the level of this back, dude? Moist! I like moist.
Everyone!
I can fuck with moist. Let's fuck with moist.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
We can definitely do this! The power of the Monado! Perfect for a chain attack!
Yeah. Fire
See, I don't know if that's the name that I would assign to a tentacle monster personally, but okay.
Powering up! Come on! We can do it!
Good night.
Now it's run time! Bring it on! Alright! I'm feeling it!
Nail short.
I'm powering up.
I'm wondering if what I might want to do, I haven't tried this, like, all stream,
Don't give up.
but I want to target an enemy and rope them in as soon as we're done with Trick. Oh! Well, it looks like they've kind of done that one for me, huh? Okay, well now I gotta put my money where my mouth is. God. Alright, gang, let's get moist. God, this dude is so big he keeps like scooching the other one out of the way. Okay. I think speed is... I'm gonna use another enchant, but after that, speed, I think, is the smartest one to use for this guy, right? But I might be thinking of the boss battle. I don't know if that's like any more extra than this or not, but so far I'm not seeing any like additional summons. Oh look! The move called Tentacles that I would assume summons tentacles? I gotta use Shadow Eye is what I gotta do.
Monado, lend us your power! Let's keep up the pressure! I'm powering up! Right heel! How good will scream!
Maybe that comes later? I don't know. Oh. Over Tentacle 4. Okay, this seems like a good opportunity to use speed. Who changed... Hey, who turned off the music? Who changed the channel? I should have used speed. Just when I said it, like, oh yeah, never mind, I guess I don't need to use it after all. It's useless. I had to speak too soon. And yet, at the end of the day, did I need it? The answer may shock you. Okay, this isn't where I have to go, but there's a lot of thingies to pick up, so... I mean, that's the thing, is that... Flame Frame. That's a real good one. But if you want to just make progress, it's fairly straightforward in this area, and then if you want to explore, it's in very, very, you know, apparent forks, which is maybe, like, too obvious for some, but I personally really like it. You know, because I think there's a point where maybe things can get a little too obscure, where the only way to access something is like, oh, if you go out of bounds to this area that looks like you're not supposed to go there, and then like swim around a thing for like 2 minutes of doing nothing, and then you'll get it. Like, maybe there are, like, real intended routes in there somewhere, for both 1 and 2, because I mentioned I've run into that problem before in 2. I'm sure they're there somewhere, but... It's hard to discern sometimes whether I find certain design aspects problems because they're problems, or because I'm just too stupid to know any better, and if I were less stupid I wouldn't have problems. Yeesh, still no art? Nothing? Oh my, it's filling just now. Did I use like a buster or something? I should have used enchant. Griffin?
Get in there! Everyone, let's go! My rifle's
God, of all the battles to kind of be eating it at, this is an interesting one. Okay, there we go, that's better. An offensive scout, dude. And yet, I feel inclined to use the buster. This is the goddamn problem.
Looks like this place is going easy on us.
Charlotte, don't say that! I mean, I'm thinking the same thing, but you can't just say it. What are you doing? You think they haven't been hard enough on us in the past already? I don't think so. Anyways, I can't find where that mining thing is. I think it might be on top of that structure, so I'm just gonna go, I think. I think walking into that corner is enough exploration for one day. But first, a Scarlet Crawler. See, like, when that exclamation mark is right there, beckoning you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna grunt is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go, "Arr!" Jeez, though, like a 2-level step up. Don't mind if I do.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
And the miraculous thing is that these are like this is just from doing like the stuff that's in the way. I don't think I've been like particularly like hungry for battles. I've just been kind of doing them as they come along. And yet, here we are. This is paced well. Okay, I was about to ask if I used another buster, but I don't think I got the chance to even waste the art. There we go. Breaker hand. Okay, I thought that's a Baker hand. Oh, hey, landmark.
We can definitely do this! Right.
That was a beauty.
Ooh, slime. They got right up in the camera. Oh, ooh. I'll set it on Ryan, honestly, if I had to pick. Not that it matters, I'm just gonna buster this guy. I'm gonna bust a nut.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Yeah, because the robots have nuts and bolts, haha. Okay, let's be on our way. So now... See, this is the fun part, is that I already cleared this out, so we're good to go, baby. Oh, but you gotta take the ramp. This ramp's gonna give me a cramp. This is how you can tell. This is how you can tell I'm going a little bit too late tonight. God, I just love these visuals. There's a cool geometry involved. Oh no, okay, so what that did is create a bridge, and now we go. Okay, so let me check the map again to make sure I'm going the right way. It's getting a little bit labyrinthian. So if I bump the floor down. Yeah, okay, that doesn't. Okay. I'm certain we can't just walk to this exclamation mark from where we currently are, but it's worth a look-see. Yeah, no, it's above us, right? Yeah, that's this platform right here, actually. So, let's follow that path. Okay. So it's getting like a little bit less straightforward, but everything is like still like this floating walkway. So by process of elimination, you can kind of find, you know, where you need to go and where you don't need to pretty quickly. That's okay. So I don't need to do that. That's a switch that I've already activated. If I want to get over there, I see it on the map more vividly. It's in that direction. And then it's... Oh, I can just walk up that. Whoops. Okay. That explains. See, okay, so it's a lift and a bridge. And I threw away the ramp, and for what? Speedrun strats. God, given the way the movement physics in Xenoblade must work, like, I'm very curious to see, like, what a speedrun of this would look like, you know? Because you know that they're, like, exploiting... See, it was, like, facing away from me. Because you know that there's, like, some weird stuff you're going to be able to pull off with Shulk and his jumping, if you know what you're doing. Has there actually been like one of those at AGDQ or something like that recently? Because that could be fun to watch, I think. I mean, me personally, I'm maybe like a little bit Xenobladed out in terms of, yeah, I'm making my own Xenoblade videos. I don't got time to watch a whole ass playthrough. But, you know, maybe a little bit. Just for knowledge, just a little bit of research. Oh boy, 4. Okay. I mean, they're 54, but
Anyone dying out there?
Let me at 'em.
sometimes I feel like in this game, quantity can be your biggest enemy.
Ryan, don't worry
Okay,
about
let's
it.
focus, and then one more, and then enchant.
We can definitely do this.
Guys, now I'm saying the same thing as Ryan.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Shadow Eye.
God, poor Ryan, you can just hear him constantly moaning. Yeah, you're telling me.
Now it's Ryan's time.
We can definitely do this.
See, the dialogue is always up to something, but when you're hearing like a bunch of... Instead of a bunch of yelling, if you're hearing a bunch of like ouches, that's how you know something has gone horribly wrong. Let's use a buster this time. Line him up. Ringo. No, let's use the Shadow Eye. Get away from me. Just turn around. Just look away. Just bend over real quick.
Okay, Ryan. Eat this. Just what I needed. I'm feeling it. This isn't going.
I can't believe you've done this!
We need you, Shulk.
Oh, this is a bastard move for bastard people. God, that feels the worst. It's like when you've built up a bunch of speed in Sonic and then you get hit and you drop all your fucking rings. Like, it's the biggest fucking immediate whiplash from, like, doing something fun and then having that immediately taken away from you. Also, we actually made it to the guitar solo in this song. Good for us. Alright, bye, guitar solo. Charlotte, I wish you would stop saying that. Didn't somebody just die? Also, I think we're going, like, the wrong way. I think we might have, like, skipped past something. No, because what we need is still, like, on a lower floor. We may have gone up this spiral and just, like, walked past it. Hold on. Hold on. Let's wait for the map to change again and we'll see what this connects to. Because that would explain a lot. Right, that's where we need to get to. So what is that? Okay, I think we do take the cylinder, and then there's a ladder that comes down. See, that's what was confusing, is that I couldn't tell, like, what floor I needed to start on to reach that, but now I get it. Boy, climbing down, that's gonna be the easy part, though. That's like a steep... Oh, but I can't actually round this. So if I want to... That's the ladder there that I need to get to? Yes, there. Okay, so I want to go, surprisingly, in the correct direction. I guess that's what this little outlook platform. So we gotta go through here. It's gonna be a bit of a gauntlet. Yo, we got two of these guys side by side. They're stepping it up. You gotta go around. Oh my, look at this. This is a lot. But okay. I'm up for the challenge. We got time. I will do this, though, for the sake of blue. God, I love this bit. Okay, I guess you guys are next. I mean, the good news is that just from the sheer number of these that are lined up, I don't think we're gonna have, like, too much trouble with them. It's just, you know, seeing the work that's up in front of you, you know? And that's the best part of games, is when you see all the things that await you and then you are like, oh, work. You know what, though? I could use, like, a little bit of time to, like, spend on combat, but, like, in a good way. Because it's been a while. I think I could use a little bit of an opportunity for things to, like, click with me again. Because Lord knows I need that every single stream. I'm sure it will rhyme, but then what's gonna finish you? A single stubbed toe, and then we'll have no party gauge heals. Like, that's so all or nothing. I never see the benefit to party gauge. Fellas, I'm out of water. I don't know what to tell you. This is bad news.
A victory for teamwork.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
I guess you could say I'm a little rusty. Okay, enchant. Perfect. Ready to go right off the bat. This is the one thing that I'm feeling a little bit uneasy about in terms of whether or not we can even, like, do this, but... Let's see. Let's bust.
Behold the power of the Monado.
Maybe Ryan? Yeah, okay.
Let's keep up the pressure.
I mean, sorta so far so good, but I don't know. Shit like this can change. For example, like that, when I just got bitch slapped to death.
Come on, Shulk. You can do it.
Right. I missed.
Shulk.
See, that's the thing. It's like deceptive. This is how they make you think you're doing a good job, and then they pull the rug out from under you. Oh god, I mean on Ryan.
Sharpshooter Sharla. We can definitely do this.
What if we just knock him out though before he uses it? What if?
Sharla, fire it
Get
up.
out of here.
One will hurt even more.
Sharla. Ha! This is the
Okay, maybe another enchant just to refresh that window. What I should look into, I mean, we've already upgraded our arts to pretty much their max as far as the medium ceilings go. But I wonder if there's like a specific like, oh yeah, if you use this, this is how long it will last, like in seconds for enchant, because there definitely is. I just haven't looked at it, and I feel like if I would, that would give me a better idea of like maximizing the usage of my Monado arts to like get the most time possible out of each enchant, rather than sometimes waiting, you know, too long or not enough. Or like overlapping uses. I can definitely play smarter with that. Because that way that frees up my Monado arts to do more things. Rather than, you know, maybe worrying a little too often about whether or not, you know, oh, am I going to have enough? Am I using it too much?
I don't want anyone dying out there.
There's no end. This is the Monado's
That's an optimization, baby. Also, Shulk, you're right. There is no end to them. All to get a fucking button. You guys can't just like throw a shoe or something and hope it lands? You don't even want to try? I mean, we are sitting on quite a lot of armor. We got enough to spare.
chain attack will finish him. Cool. Let's do it. You like that? Right.
That was a beauty.
Leave it to Ryan. Bring it on. We can
Really heating up.
Sharla, fire it up.
I say we got time for another buster before we got in there. Am I not? Oh, I didn't click it. Silly. Drill screw. I might not want to be facing an edge while this is happening. Or a death machine while this is happening, frankly.
Now it's right. Yeah, that was sorted nicely.
Yeah, there we go, Ryan. You take that instead. There you go. Good boy. Who's a go himbo? I do feel like with each one of these encounters, though, we are getting through it faster, which is a very satisfying feeling.
Let's stay alert.
Oh my, we're getting so much goddamn oil! Ryan, guys, why even walk when we can just, like, lather Ryan up, and then Shulk and Sharla can climb aboard him, and then he can, like, just use the ground as a slip and slide. Like, you guys know, like, when in Mario Sunshine you spray the water on the ground with Flood, and then you dive onto the puddle and you, like, slip and slide? Like, Ryan is so oily by this point, we can do that with him. And we can use him as, like, a skateboard. I'm giving these ideas out for free, and Monolith Soft refuses to listen.
We can definitely do this. Right. You're a lifesaver.
God, given how terribly I've been doing in combat the past few streams, though, it does feel good. I mean, this is definitely temporary, but to get like a little bit of time where I can just feel good about my abilities, because sometimes I really feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and here, hey, I'm moving forward pretty consistently now that I'm out of the fallen arm.
Come on, we can do it.
Looks like it's...
Lend us your power.
What can I use? I don't want to use Shaker Edge yet, because these guys are almost down. That's better used on others. Come on. Just use the auto attack. There we go.
You like that? Right. Awesome.
And now you. See, and now we can go all out on this, like, remaining one. He's like at full health. But not for long.
Let's keep this up. Who else wants some?
Woo! Okay, hi Fiora. Boza Trucks needs 2 reinforced jets to make the boots. I'm sure he does, Fiora. I'm sure Boza Trucks. Good vision. Oh, I'm sorry, Boza D's nuts. Well, this is a switch, but there's a ladder somewhere, right? Isn't that what we were looking for? Oh, it's here. Okay. See, I was on that Outlook platform and there was like a huge-ass spider somewhere, but wherever it was, we kind of just accidentally walked past it, I think, so... Oh, you don't collect that if you fall into it? Okay. I guess we're getting it on the way back up then. Cool. God, like... And like the enemy encounters are one thing, but we're getting a ton of XP just from finding like all these different locations. It's frankly bananas. You know, I mean, why even stop there? Just give me XP just for pressing the button and completing the side quest. I am gonna super quickly though see if I have the option to warp back up instead of climbing the ladder. Because there's like a thing right here. It might just warp and then walk again, you know? Unless, Griffin, that was the first floor. You want to go up here. And there are no warp points on that floor. Whoops. Interesting that. Well, let's see. I think if I go here, that's the spiral. But where's the lift that I want to use? Like... Okay, hi! What have I got myself into here? I mean, maybe I can press this button? Is that what I'm here to do? No, I already did this. That's what made the cylinder appear. If I climb down this, I might be able to go around? Like, okay, I'm proud of how I've been doing in these battles, but I don't know if I'm, like, that proud to, like, you know... do extra work for, you know, for credit. I seem to be doing just fine with the bear. Do they come back when you do the fast travel? Ugh. No. Second thought. Ladder cancel. See ya. Now it's Rhine time. Oh, hey Tess. You bet it's Rhine time. You see how oily he is? This is a high level of play. Okay, I do need to figure out where I'm going though. Maybe now we gotta go to the spider on the second floor, not the first floor? God. All of this to avoid climbing a ladder. It is a very Griffin move, though, to be like, oh, I bet I can do this more efficiently, and then come up with something, like, so extra that it takes, like, several times longer to accomplish. Sounds about right. See, I was just doing too good this stream. It had to come sooner. See, there's this spider on the second floor, so how do I... What route did I go? I guess I crossed that bridge instead of this lower one? And then I went that way, and that leads to... Where's the goal right? There's a lift that I need to... Griffin, the lift was right at the top of the ladder. See, okay, I just remember... I'm gonna have to walk past all these enemies again. I could have sworn that there was like a little UI pop-up that told you, hey, it's a new area. This is a fast travel thingy. Fellas, I think I'm gonna run. I already put in the work. I've got the XP. I've got the... You know... the payoff to show the work. I'm not about to do all of this a second time. I mean, if the final destination that we're heading towards is a ladder and we can't outrun these guys, I don't see the problem. I say we just get climbing. Yeah, see ya, Mercedes. Nope. Okay, maybe a little bit. Nope. Maybe a little bit, but no. Okay, so the final location is that green glowing mark, right? Nope, not interested. Sorry, I don't want to buy a copy of The Great Controversy. See ya. And the ladder. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? I don't see them. Where could they have gone? There we go. I don't know why I didn't. Just the lifts in this area are very unconventionally shaped. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'll tell them. Good pop-up. Okay, I don't know how much of this is left, but we are coming close-ish to ending for tonight, so you know, let me just open the map and perhaps I can get an understanding of what the ascension pattern is here. So there's 2 more floors. And Aegil is supposedly at the top. So maybe we'll try to get right before Aegil and then stop. And then we can lead, we can open the next Xenoblade stream with exactly that. See, this is the thing. Climbing's half the battle. But climbing is an important ally. I really like that this is like a glitch. Juicy steak plant. Really curious how that one works. I'm very happy that this is a glitch that they've like kept in throughout the series. Like, it's kind of honestly become a necessity for me. Like, I don't know if I would be able to complete this game without laddering. And yes, I'm using laddering as a verb because if they're allowed to use star cute, I can do whatever the fuck I want. There are no more rules. The gloves are off. Oh my, look at the size of this unit! And knowing this game, they're going to be called, like, literally, like, a unit. No dogma. Cool, though.
Everyone,
Yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit steeper than, huh?
Anyone dying out there?
Come on, give me a chance. There it is! Okay, we'll see. See, because up until now I've been, like, solidly leveled against, like, all the enemies that I've been going up against, but this is a little bit steeper. Also, I love their little rear wheel. Is there a goddamn cement mixer going on back there?
My rifle's getting hotter. Now we're working as one.
Okay. I mean, so far it's not so bad, but things tend to go south when I say it. Like, yo, they got Hush Chop 5? Guys, I don't know if we're gonna stand a chance. Die. Okay. Well, I guess that was a bunch of useless hand-wringing. See, but now what they're gonna do is they're gonna throw more enemies on and that guy. And then I'm not gonna be able to do it. Hush Chop 5? God damn. Yeah, once you know that they get the Hush Chop 5, they're not playing around anymore. You know, back in the day, we used to think, oh, it was so simple, so easy. We only got Slap Chop 2.2, but now we got Hush Chop. You don't even hear it coming before you get slapped.
Everyone ready for a chain attack?
Come on. A little bit more. I'm like out of arts to use, come on.
Nice job.
Yeah, I kind of brute force that one. Okay, I still would like to see where I'm going though. I mean, the exclamation mark is like visible on the map, but you gotta like visually follow these walkways and see where they lead. I think, yeah, if I just go this way and then climb down to it, I think that'll activate the next lift. This ain't your baby bitch game anymore. We've got Hush Chop 5, okay, and that's just the beginning.
Definitely do this. Just what I needed. Just what I needed.
Guys, I don't mean to spoil this game, but there's a really crazy part that comes up at the end, the final boss. He's got Hush Chop 6.
definitely do this.
Why do I keep accidentally using Battle Soul? I've got half a mind to turn that off. Because that's just like for charging the... Let's see. Has current HP and fills the... Well, by talent gauge, do they mean party gauge? Or is there a separate gauge that I'm not aware of? Because if it's just the party gauge,
You can do better than
like
that.
that's fine if our party's not doing so hot, but all of Makana's field has been going remarkably well so far. That ladder situation aside.
Yeah, this is a good pace. Now it's right time.
Uh-oh, boost 3. More like boost to 0!
Let's get going.
Oh boy, here comes another one of these goopy boys, though. I don't want to get spotted by this guy, though. This is... okay. You know, there's a point where I'm, like, eager to do most battles, but I might avoid one or two. I think I've earned that.
Don't give him an inch, Ryan.
Isn't the talent gauge your cooldown or something? Talents are your moves, right? Your moves are called arts. These are my Monado arts. But then the one in the center is like my activate Monado, so it's like a big Monado art. Maybe they're... I assume it's the party gauge up at the top left, but it's kind of been full this whole time, so I haven't had a need to have my HP to fill it. Sometimes when I'm scrolling to get to the far right or like skip to the left, I like overshoot or undershoot and I accidentally cut my health when I don't need to. I mean, so far it hasn't been, you know, I haven't paid the price for it. I've been able to turn things around, but doesn't help. Oh boy, the bulkhead controls. Yeah, we just walked into the wrong fucking neighborhood, huh? Okay. I get the oh my god!
Come on, show.
I get this slight impression that our luck may have run out right about now. That was instant.
Let's focus our efforts.
Guys, quick! You see any ladders around?
Forget it. Hit 'em hard next time. Thank you.
What did I say? What did I say? It's always quantity that gets you. Meanwhile, there's a fucking Final Fantasy hanging out in the background. I'm just trying to focus on this like baby dude, and I can't even get him because nobody's gonna focus.
This isn't going well.
Oh, he was... yeah, okay. Let's take another crack at that one. Oh my god. God, and that's the rough part of it too, is that they all notice you at once, so you can't even like lure them one at a time. Also, is this not the very, very beginning of Makana's field? I guess so, because this is the first time that I've actually like died doing anything. But I should be able to fast travel. Pretty close to where I was though, right? Wait, what? This is on the 3rd floor? Wait, where does this go then? What is this all about? What? Eh? Was that what? Why? It isn't open. Okay. Alright. Maybe that's for later. There's a lot of weird doors in this game. So like, okay, surely there's a way to open them. But I'm just never ever going to find out how. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. Whew, well, let's see. Looking at my level gauge, I might refight a couple of these battles just to get me to 59. Then we'll try again, and if we're still not getting it, I'll tweak my armor loadout, because it's been a while since you've done that, and that would be the first place I would look for improving my odds. Because boy, it's one thing, huh, to lose a battle, you know. I know my way around losing a battle, but to get immediately slammed like that, that's been a while. I do not have backslash, but I do have slit edge. Which I keep internally thinking is split edge with a p. And then every single time I read like the tooltip, I'm like, what? Slit edge? What? Like it takes a second to register. Look at this little dude scamper. I love him. Really good rotation animation. It's just like very frantic and abrupt. A gun that's just right for him. Well, Fiora's been getting up to some shit, hasn't she? I think I want to go this way. See, when you're running in circles around scorpions, you get a little bit disoriented. Ugh, so close yet so far. Okay, let's lead with Shadow Eye here, but they're not going to be doing any damage because that resets after a battle. It's immediately back to me. I guess, like, if I'm the only one doing damage, I guess, but... A gun. Just for him.
Alright, time for a chain attack.
I have a clear shot. Ready and waiting.
The good news, though, is that redoing these battles does mean that we get to, like, recharge our party gauge before taking another crack at, like, that big ensemble battle, so... Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but... Those were a lot of high-level enemies in a dense space. You gotta do it all at once. What's the plan?
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Okay, one more should do it for Sharla, and then... we'll see. I mean, I've attributed some phenomenal growth to leveling up before. We'll see if that truly is the reason for performing well or not, but ugh.
You're not invincible.
Like, if I'm getting stomped that immediately, I can't imagine that even if leveling up was what was helping earlier, when I noticed this big improvement when getting to Mikana's field, that it's gonna be enough to really turn things around, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, who fucking needs Egil?
My rifle's getting hotter.
Just like swarm enough mech on, just enough tiny ones, and you don't need an Egil.
Did you see me? Did you see what I did?
It's an Egil! I chiseled it! I was briefly considering setting this dude off, but actually, I might not. Maybe I'll go behind you. Nah, I'll fight this one on the ramp. I'll wait for them to, like, turn around. Because the last thing I want is for them to join in on this battle, like, in the middle of it. Because, my plate's full enough as is, I think, you know? Yeah, like halfway up the ramp and then we're good.
No way.
Whew.
I'm beating it. I'm powering up. We can definitely do Chala.
Forget it. Hit 'em hard next time.
Thanks.
Now it's right time. Backslash. Just
God, like, I've been spending so much time, like, talking strategy, but I really don't know. I'm scared.
almost there. Yeah, I'm powering up. Behold the power of the Monado.
Get up, guys. It's just acid. Uh-oh, acid.
I'm never gonna give up.
Yeah, let's give it... I don't know if I gave myself enough time to auto-heal either before running into the next battle, but I'll make sure everyone's good and orange before I charge on ahead. So, Griffin, how are you enjoying the good Xenoblade? See, I don't even know if, like, when you say the good Xenoblade... My party gauge is depleting while I'm talking, but... Like... You could say that during, like, oh, how are you enjoying the good Mario? And it would be, like, a joke, but... Frankly, I don't like X, and I don't like 2. So when you say the good Xenoblade, this kind of is the good Xenoblade, you know? I've already played Xenoblade 1 before, but I wish I could say I've been having fun revisiting it. I think story-wise, sharing like that half of the adventure with the stream has been a lot of fun, but frankly, this is not the first instance where combat has proven a bit of a roadblock, and there's like a lot of banging our head against a wall to get past, you know, single things, you know? Oh, I've been spinning sliced. And Charla's been... Oh. Again? Holy moly.
I can't go on.
Oh, I'm well aware it's the good one. I think what they should really add in the remake is what if the Mechons had big boobs and they blushed and called you a pervert all the time, haha. Look at this though, I can't even get through one guy.
I'm powering up. No giving up now. Right. It's not a... Yeah, I'm not quitting. Let's focus.
Are we not focusing or something? I'm using the ZR up to make everybody like target the one enemy, but I'm really wondering what the best course of action here is, because
This is the Monado's power.
maybe shield on everybody? No, Ryan's dead. But he doesn't need to be.
Get up, Ryan. All right.
It is relentless! Alright, so clearly we're not even gonna get to, you know, right in front of Egil. But here's what I am going to try. I'm gonna take a quick peek at our inventory options, and we'll try it one more time. Because we were looking at, like, you know, the possible improvements for Ryan when we changed his oil. That's a really good way of describing that. When we changed Ryan's oil. But yeah, we saw a really drastic improvement with just his oil. So if we take a look at gauntlets and pants options, hey, maybe there are some better options out there in terms of that as well. Except kind of not, like they're all slower and kind of, oh, but they're sorted by recent. I gotta sort by attack, right? Defense, light, medium, heavy, weight, slots, unique, sale price. So I guess because gauntlet isn't a weapon, so you would want to look at defense. Let's start with weapons though, and then we'll do sort by attack. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, it looks like what I've got equipped is number 1, yeah? I mean, the physical... Yeah, in terms of auto attack one, that one is a drastic lead over everything else. But let's take a look at defense options for everything else here. Starting with Wig. Yeah, we'll do physical defense, and we'll see what we got. See, this is the eternal problem, is that I'm always looking for things that like, well, but what if it's ugly? It's a modern improvement, but I don't see why not. It's not that bad. Torso. I mean, it's all oil all the way down, so let's see. Ooh. Yeah, there's better physical defense on some of these, but worse everything else. Leggies. Okay, Styptic, let's see what we got. Oh, it's just the same but purple. Alright, I can live with those. Feet. See, this is kind of the concerning part, is that I was maybe expecting like some more effective options. Noise canceller? Oh, just the same but purple. Okay. Seeing a bit of a running theme here. Unfortunately, the oil is not better for Shulk. But how much not better? Oh, by only like 6 points. And for 6 points in physical defense, you get what? Agility and ether defense? Ooh, wow, that's a big jump in ether defense. Alright, Shulk, get oiled up. This is the optimal way to play. Gauntlets. What do we... Oh, these are just worse across the board. I'll leave these on. Leggies? Leggies. Leggies, you say? What are these? Kind of liked what I had on before, though. Was that stellar leggings that I had? I think? Oh, good heavens. I can't find what I had on before. I think it was these. Yeah, those are just objectively worse. Oh, I'm still sorting by most recent. I gotta sort by defense. There we go. Okay. Yeah, those are right up there at the top then in terms of defense. And feet? There's some better options. Except not really. It's like agility. That's about it. Oh, every time you shift categories, you have to resort. That's okay. So earth boots? Wow. How do these look? And they match. Just oiling my boys. See, but now comes the most difficult strategy of all. Because now, you have to find a way to not... Like, look at this. Hold on, let's sort by physical defense. All the shit that's good for Charlotte is also like... maybe reel it back in just like a little bit? I mean, of course all of these are going to be worse because I just equipped the #1 option, but... Let's go down the list, and then we'll find the least horny one that's, like, at the top. We're gonna be scrolling for a while. It hurts. I can feel my capabilities getting worse and worse. Like it's a steep price to pay. Frozen gauntlets aren't really here nor there, but then again, sort by defense and we'll see what we got. No. I think that's actually what I already have on. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Leggies. I feel like it's harder to go wrong here, because even if they're short shorts, you know, it's not the worst. And boy, they sure are that. That's... Let's go back to short shorts. Can't be much worse than that. And feet. And dirt. Oh my fucking god. Look at this is... Why doesn't, like, Rhine have horny high heels? Yeah, I was kind of liking, like, the thigh-high thing. That kind of works a little bit better. I don't know. Like, I can live with that. But it's very, as you can see, it's very difficult to, optimize that loadout, one might say. Alright, let's save that to our Wii U console. And we'll take one more crack. Damn, like, jumping by 3 levels in one stream, not bad at all. Oh, but I'm facing these again, that's how they get you. Guys, I'm oiled. We're ready to fucking go. Excuse me, miss, the oil is for the boys. Yeah, let's see if these are tangible at all. And actually, one thing that I didn't touch with Charla, was her weapon, so she might actually have some better rifle options that I didn't look at, and that's, honestly, where we can see some real change. Because, you know, Shulk, of course he's got to use the Monado, but, we tweaked what Rhine has, and it seems like the... Oh, please strike before I get hit. Okay. I don't know. To me, like, this feels about the same speed as the previous battles with this particular enemy have gone.
You like that? Right. Yeah!
So I'm like very suspiciously looking at this, but we'll take another crack and we'll see how it goes, because maybe it's not necessarily, you know, how fast we take them down that's like the biggest improvement. The most tweaks that we made was to defense, not attack, so we'll see how that goes. That said, I will make one more tweak to attack. Charlotte, what do you got? The disaster cannon. That's what I call myself. That's what I go by. So they call me back in school. No, that's the best attack option, apparently. Fascinating. Although there are some with better defense, but in terms of damage... Okay, I guess this is what we're going in with then, huh? And unfortunately, there are no more ladders to stop the constant onslaught of offensive scouts. Watch out for their special move, doing a stand-up Netflix routine about how comedians are censored.
Behold the power of the Monado. Let's keep up the pressure. Extreme edge.
There was actually a really good meme kind of like that going around Twitter. This isn't like super recent, but
Man, what a bunch of
somebody like took, they like went on like Google Images or whatever and like looked for stock photos of smug men, and what they discovered is that if you like put a Netflix logo on top of it and just like triggered, offended, angry, Jimmy's rustled, then you can make any image of a smug man look like the latest Netflix comedy stand-up special.
This is the Monado's power. What? Behold the power of the Monado.
Still waiting on that one stand-up routine that's just called "You Mad Bro."
Let's keep up the pressure. We can definitely do this. Right time.
Honestly, when are they giving the Gorilla Munch Gorilla a stand-up routine? Because I think the bar has been set very low, and I think, you know, for the Gorilla Munch Gorilla...
Let's keep this up.
Sorry, I haven't thought about the Gorilla Munch Gorilla in a long time, and I just like that there's food that's called Gorilla Munch. Holy shit. No, I think the bar has been set so low that the stand-up game is just set up for them to like blow the lid off of this whole thing, you know?
Alright, I'm feeling it. Just what I needed. Now it's right time. Bring it on. We can definitely do this.
Okay, chain attack time.
Behold the power of the Monado. This isn't going well.
Auto chainsaw? I don't care. What tier is the auto chainsaw? Priorities, Grunt.
Let's give it a roll.
Right? Don't worry about it.
Did I not use enchant? That seems bizarre for me not to do.
We can definitely do this. Monado.
You know what? I mean, I don't think I've seen anybody test this theory yet, but I think you could probably do the same thing, like taking an image, like a stock photo, and putting like the Netflix logo on top of it. You could probably do it with like the DreamWorks smile as well. Like I'm picturing like Barry B. Benson from B-Movie making that stupid like eyebrow down smirk upturned at one edge.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
I'm thinking like, you know, maybe Barry could tell me about all the things he's not allowed to say anymore, and how society is falling apart because the bee can't say slurs anymore.
Let's go. Let me at him.
Okay, let's all focus right off the bat. There's Shadow Eye right off the bat, so it's not my problem. I can't even fucking see. See, but this is the thing though, it's gonna come down to all these defense tweaks. We'll see how it pays off. God, I'm like, I'm cornered though. It hurts. Oh, great. I'm gonna, but they're facing me though. But like, okay, well we got one guy down fairly early, so that's. I mean, hey, we got one of them down before they got one of us down, so that's more than I can usually say. I think we get like a shield on everybody for a little bit, and then focus on you, I guess. I don't know.
You're not invincible.
Another chant, another shadow eye. Fuck, I don't know. This is so overwhelming. Like what a difficulty spike, huh? Jesus.
I see it.
I mean, I could like revive my friends a little bit still, though. Yeah. Just give me a second to do a little bit of this, and then. God, we are wildly swinging back and forth between being full health and just like completely fucking dead, huh? It's so bizarre. Oh. This is gonna give me a fucking heart attack. This is so stressful. Listen, I've had enough stress for one night after Anodyne. I'm good. I'm good, thanks. See, we're kind of lowering a bunch of enemies at once, so I don't think any one is gonna fall super soon, but if we can hold out long enough, then we can knock out like a bunch with little effort. Don't have your help for the party, can you show? How do you like this? I'm gonna get poked. You know what though, maybe this is good, because then somebody could come and heal me, and I didn't waste my heart, and I can use that, you know, here instead, with more health. Yes, I died on purpose, for the strategy, of course.
Thank you. A vision.
Uh-oh, they're about to use the spinning, slinning splice.
Bring it on.
Dude. Wait, there's... You're about to go? Get out of here, defensive onion! I'm gonna use this on me for a little bit and then heal Charlotte. Fuck. I mean, we got a chance, but it's not gonna be close. What?
We haven't lost yet.
I'm okay.
Thank you for leading with the heal. Thank you. So she's kind of already like almost dead again, so I don't know. Speaking of dead, hi Ryan. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. Ooh, okay, but we got some heals in from Charlotte, you know. That's make or break. Maybe I'll like focus too. I'll trigger one more of those and then maybe this. Oh, like did they daze me? I needed that though. Come on. On the big art? Come on, man. That's dirty. That's dirty. God, look, there's 3 left though. We're so close.
Sorry.
How do they, but, what the fuck? They just all died at once. Like, just like that. I didn't even, like, see an attack. There wasn't, like, a big charge up. I don't think there was, like, a big gauge. That was like, oh, watch out, there's gonna be a big scary attack. Everyone just fucking, like, died on the spot. And frankly, I think I'm about to do the same. So I'm gonna save one more time, and maybe I'll do some grinding off stream, get myself to like 60, because clearly I'm like almost able to do that. But for now, I think I'm gonna get some rest, and we'll try this again whenever the next Xenoblade stream falls. So with that, that was Xenoblade Chronicles for tonight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. You know, I might just get like one more battle in. I might start the grinding now while I'm doing this outro. You can also subscribe to me on Twitch if you particularly enjoyed the stream. Oh, guys! I like totally forgot, like, it's September this month, and I've been streaming like so seldomly. I'm really out here not doing... Yes, September is a thing. So, subs are, I think, half off? There's a big discount on subs of some kind. And I would recommend doing that. But that's just me. That's my biased opinion. You can also check me out on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. There is a Discord server with all sorts of channels for you guys to hang out in, both on and off stream. And I always announce right before I go live. So it's good to follow, to just hang out with the community or keep up with stream updates. Fellas, Hush Chop 5, I don't think we stand a chance. Also, I like how the implication here is that Shulk bleeds to death. Anyways, I believe that is all of the things I want to cover. It doesn't seem like there's any art in the art channel for tonight. So, I think I'll just kind of wrap this battle up, and I'll see you guys next time. So I hope you guys have a good night. You know what though, that's the thing is like, even if if all this progress kind of fizzled out, like that's a lot of momentum that we haven't seen in a while, so I'll take what I can get, honestly. Like, the fact that we're as high up in Makana Steel as we are is frankly a bit of a miracle. But frankly, as well, we're gonna need an even bigger miracle to do that. I don't know why we died all at once. Somebody's gonna have to like clue me in on that. But yeah. See you guys next time. I'm gonna save that progress too. Yeah. Alright, night night.